good, YouTube? Man, it's your boy, man, the wealthy trucker. I'm back with another one. Yeah, man. So I just wanted to talk today about the $1 million question, I guess, man. Everybody want to know. I've been getting a lot of feedback in my videos, and I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Man, keep liking, subscribe if you haven't, because I will be posting. I'll try to post more regularly. But the question that a lot of people want to know in the comments is, man, how much money are you making at Hirschbach? Is it really worth going over there? Is the lease worth it? Those last two questions, for me anyway, the answer would be yes. To that, the first question about how much I'm making, I'll get to that later. But I was always taught, man, you're not supposed to speak about, how much you're making or whatever. I don't know if you guys ever heard that before, but yeah, it's kind of like a corporate thing in some places where they tell you, man, don't discuss with people, your rate of pay and all that stuff. And I just always taught them, man, why you checking my pockets? But just know I'm not hurting. Like I said in one of the comments, man, I make enough. And I've also learned too, with watching other people's social media and stuff like that, man, people is nasty in these comments, man. I'd hate to have to get on somebody's ass and play on me in the comments. I don't like that, man. Coming at me from an account with no picture and stuff like that. You criticizing me and commenting on what I got going on, man. I was always taught to keep your eyes on your own plate. So that's what I like to do. But like I say, I'm not hurt. In all actuality, moment of transparency, I'm married. I have a beautiful wife, and I have 7 beautiful children. One of them is grown. I'm the only one in my house that works an actual job. Like my wife does things to get money. She's a beautician, certified cosmetologist, certified beautician. Her name is on Instagram and stuff is Marked by Woody, Muddie. I'm gonna have to. I'll post it down below in the description. But yeah, she's a great hairdresser, a great beautician. If you're in the Baton Rouge area or the Louisiana area, period, anywhere within driving distance, man, look her up on Instagram, man. She got her links in her bio. Book an appointment. She got wigs. She does it all, man. She's great. She's a natural hairstylist. She do wigs, all that stuff, man. So yeah, there's that. And my oldest daughter, like I say, she's grown. She's a nail tech. Beauty is in our family. She's a nail tech though. I think on Instagram she's Claude by Shay. I'll put her stuff down below in the description too. Again, ladies, I guess fellas, if you're into that shit, if you're anywhere in the Baton Rouge area or Louisiana area within driving distance, man, look up on the ground, book an appointment. I think she also sells the press-ons too, so you can order the press-ons. She'll mail them to you. I gotta, you have to ask her about that. I believe she does do that. But yeah, I teach entrepreneurship in my family. I'm pushing that. Like I say, I'm the only one in my household that has an actual, I want to call this a job. So yeah, just keep that in mind. You ask me like about how much I'm making. Is it worth it? Like if it wasn't, I wouldn't be here. Like I say, I'm married. I have 7 children. I got a mortgage. I got bills. I got shit, So if it's money you worried about, then it's the place to be. Hirschbach does not bullshit, especially if you learn how to run the system and you learn the ins and outs of it or whatever. I had to go through a little learning curve when I first started, man. I made a few errors, if you could call them that. But you just gotta learn what works for you. The best way to maximize your check every week, man. But I like it, bro. They got, like I always say, man, I get plenty of miles. I'm averaging now about at least 3,000 miles a week. I haven't got nothing less than that. Because I get up, I run every day. I don't do 34s out here. Not if I can help it. I run on recap. I try to run about 8 hours a day. That way I can have good recap when the time comes and it comes back around. So like I say, man, you just got to keep all that in mind. you gotta learn the system. That's the main thing. That'll be the biggest thing. Money wise. So I won't tell you exact numbers, but I will say this. I've been here since the beginning of January. I did my first week of January. I was an orientation. It's now March, like mid-March almost. So I've been here almost 3 months. Let's say a good 3 months. The lowest check that I made was like 1,100, around 1,100. Midpoint, a check I made was like 1,600. And since I've been here, the highest check I got was like $2,000. That was the week I was pushing. So, like I said, the money isn't bad. And that, all those numbers are after all expenses are taken out. Expenses go, as far as expenses goes, so you have your fixed expenses, meaning those are going to come out every week no matter what. For me, my tax guy, the tax guy that I have, he told me mine is like about, and you can figure out I was the only one tax guy, but he told me it was about like around $950 every week. That's my truck note insurance. That's set every week. And then after that, my variable ones, it would be my fuel, and they do 10 cents per loaded mile. Every mile that week, you pay that to your for your maintenance plan. And the maintenance plan is great. Like I say, it's 10 cents for every loaded mile. So I do about 3,000 miles a week. So I think I'll be seeing like 250 come out. I don't do much unloaded miles. But yeah, the maintenance plan is great. If anything goes wrong with your truck, the maintenance plan will pay for it. You can go anywhere. They're gonna just sign off on anything. So if anything's down on your truck, whether it's tires, your PMs, your 90 days, whatever's wrong with the truck that never got to be fixed within the shop or whatever like that, it's covered. You don't have to come out of pocket and pay for nothing. I've done a lease before.
In 2 miles, take the interchange on the left.
Yeah, I've done a lease before with different companies, and trust me, they don't do that. I was at a tanker company doing a lease, and I was getting paid percentage. The money was good, but when something go wrong with your truck, you paying for it. They will give you the courtesy of, you don't have to pay for it up front. They will do it. You might get like a week before you have to pay it, and they'll break the payments down into 4 payments. But yeah, you paying for that. Like, it's not good. So that also too, guys. One thing I want to teach you, like I said, I want this page to be more than just trucking. I am more than a trucker. I do more than Hirschbach. Like, I got other things going on, but the key thing about money and making money is you got to always remember, it's not about how much you make, it's about what you do with the money. You feel me? So don't always chase a dollar amount. It's not always about making the most money. I mean, it is, but it isn't. You know, it used to be a time, I don't know if they still do it, but like if you intern somewhere, you working for free, but you know, you might have the opportunity to get on at that company. So guys, remember that sometimes taking the lesser will put you in a better opportunity, get you seen by more people or whatever. Like you know, you got to make it work for you, basically.
After
so don't always get caught up on. Don't always get caught up on how much you're making or whatever. Like, I know people that make a lot of money and still living check to check and barely making it. They have one.
In a half mile, take the interchange on the left.
I'm driving y'all, so I can tell. But yeah, so don't always get caught up on that.
Left to take exit 1 ampere towards Interstate 68.
Also,
Interstate 68.
I'm gonna make a video eventually, probably when I get home, on how
take the interchange on the left.
you're supposed to set that up. You know, set your life up, man. So if your expenses, your bills, your debt, or whatever is more than you make, then making a lot of money will never be enough. So remember that as well. You got to set your life up in a way to where whatever you make is beneficial for you. Like, I've done. Like I said, I'm gonna make a video eventually on what that looks like. So stay tuned for that. But so that leads me to, man, why I chose Hirschbach to lease with, and why I chose Lease. I've done the company driver thing, not with Hirschbach, but with other companies. But I've been driving almost 10 years now, man. I'm texting, I look so young, but yeah, I've been driving almost 10 years now, man. I've been at companies making 6 figures. I was driving teams doing that, man. It was a crazy chemical that we was carrying. So I did that for like 4 years. I did tankers, I did flatbed, and you know. So I've been at other companies before. I've been in trucking. Like I say, it's not all that I do. I also I take my money and I like to put it into stocks. I do options. I do buy and hold stocks. I do crypto. I do real estate. So you know, you just gotta diversify, man. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, back to why I chose to go to Hirschbach, man. So first and foremost, as a lease driver, you know, your biggest expense is going to be day to day is going to be your fuel. Hirschbach makes it easy. We only pay 99 cents per gallon. Yes, that is real. So if anybody can tell you anything different, they full of shit. I'm here. I only paid 99 cents a gallon. You feel me? So that was number one. The second one was, like I said, was the maintenance plan. They do 10 cents per loaded mile every week, come out of your paycheck, and whatever's wrong with your truck, it will be fixed. I guarantee that. I haven't had to get it fixed yet, but I've seen it. I follow other people who talk about it, and it is real. But the beauty of that is, so everybody, some people might say, man, that's not cool, but the beauty of it is, in a way, you kind of get it back at the end of every month, which brings me to the third reason, which is they give you a safety bonus. Now, I missed my first two. The first month in January, I didn't run the miles, and the second month, they caught me on the phone. That might be a downfall for some people, because they got cameras in here. I would show right now, but I'm driving. But they got cameras in here, and they're not recording all the time. But if you run into an event like following too close, or get too many lane alerts back to back, out of lane alert back to back, they will it'll pop on, and they can see like the last 10 seconds or whatever. So safety called me the beginning of February and told me that that's what happened. I was following too close. The camera kicked on and alerted them, and they saw that I was on my phone. At that time, I didn't have this stand this phone sitting on now. So they probably did catch me. I took my lick. I didn't like it or whatever, but it's March now. It's done. They only did me. She gave me a warning. I was on it for 28 days, and at the beginning of March, I was off of it. So at the end of March, I'll get my safety bonus, which is 10 cents per loaded mile as well. So like I say, it's kind of like you're getting that maintenance money back when you think about it. So you kind of not really paying it up front, but you get it back. You feel me? So that's reason number 3. I like that safety bonus. Reason number 4, and I found this out when I got here, they give you because you know you will be considered 1099. They help you with the LLC setup if you don't have one. I already had mine when I came, but they help you with the LLC setup and everything at orientation, and they also give you a certified tax professional. It's a company called ATBS. They're great. They got an app. You can set up your per diem days, so you can keep track of your per diem, all the days that you're out. And after a month or so, they give you your profit and loss statements. They break down all the numbers so they can see how much you're making, how much you're paying, how much, making sure it's evening out and stuff like that. I think that's a great tool, you know, because especially as a new owner operator, you've never done this before, you know, taxes can be a big thing. You got to pay your taxes. Uncle Sam gonna want his money regardless. You know, so that's a good thing. They will do your taxes for you too at the end of the year because you're paying them every week. You don't got to come out of pocket and pay for nothing. You're paying them every week. They'll do it for you. They'll even tell you how much they suggest that you give to the IRS every quarter. So I'm the end of March. I have my first quarter. They'll tell me how much I probably owe, which will probably be about like $800-900, something like that. It don't be no crazy number. To guarantee that you don't have no issues, and you probably get you a return at the end of the year. You know, because you want to pay more into it. So that's reason number 4. I like that tax shit, man. That's cool. And reason number 5, like I say, and I didn't learn this till I got here. The communication is great, man. I like my driver leader. I don't know about everybody else, but the guy I have is cool, man. From the recruiters down to orientation, down to the driver leaders, down to everybody in the departments, man. I had a little issue with my direct deposit coming to my bank account at first, man, and they got right on it right away. Like they told me it might take a few days, but they ended up calling me back the same day. They got everything taken care of, and everything is good now. Like I said, I had an issue with one of my checks, and guess why one of my checks was so low at the beginning. I had to, which they fronted me, they floated me the money on my comp debit card, and I paid for the change, but I didn't turn in the receipts on time. So they ended up deducting that from my check, but they gave it back. Like I said, they've always given it back. I've never had no issues. Anytime there is an issue with my pay or something like that, they own it right away. I had another issue one time. They charged me for the LLC setup, which, like I said, I never needed. So once they found out and I talked to them, they gave it right back to me. No questions asked. Right. So yeah, I got a phone call, but like I was saying, bottom line, basically, communication is great. There is no lag. There is no lack in that department. As always, my one and only downfall would be the home time, and not because I could be at home as long as I want to, and they've never denied me home time. They've never not got me home whenever I requested to be. So that's not the issue. It's just that, they recommend you be on the road at least 3 weeks. And for me, that's crazy because, like I say, I do have kids. I have a 1-year-old, and I've never been gone from the house that long at no job I've ever been. Like I said, I did flatbeds when I first started, and the longest I'll be gone will be 5 days, like a week, 5-6 days, maybe 2 weeks at the most at that job. But I was home almost every weekend with TMC. And so as I got in the tankers, you home like every 2-3 days. So that's a new for me. So that'll be the one thing, if I was to ever leave, that would most likely be the issue, with me, not being able to be home more. But man, other than that, Hirschbach, all in all, is I hate to always not hate, but I seem like I'm always advocating for them. But man, it's a great company. Really, how I look at it, man, I'm kind of like a glorified company dropper, man, because they hold your hand, they make sure you're okay. It's kind of like a great partnership. That's how I look at it. So if anybody's interested in coming over, shoot me a comment or something. I don't know how YouTube work. I don't think they have no inbox on here. But if you do decide you want to come, man, put me down as a referral. My name is Jory Miles. Put a little money in my pocket, man. I would greatly appreciate it. But that's not why I'm doing this, though. But just speaking about my life, basically. But yeah, man. Until next time, man. Y'all be blessed, bro. And like I say, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate all the feedback, good and bad. It don't matter to me. So like I say, man. Until next time, man. Thank you.